Well, hey, what's up, guys? Chris here from Meadows Church. And this is going to be our very first A Word for Wednesday. Maybe you caught our song this past Sunday. We're going to start doing this twice a week. On Sundays, you'll see it come out, a song for Sunday. And we'll have a beautiful song sung, whether that's a contemporary song, an old hymn, a classic. Just a song that can focus our heart to worship Jesus, which as a church, we're following Jesus together. So that's on Sundays. And then on Wednesdays, you're going to hear a word from me, from perhaps someone else in our church. Maybe there'll be a few of us together sharing just truths that are impactful to our life and that are impactful to our church. And so this is our very first A Word for Wednesday. And I'm coming at you live outside here in my neighborhood, sitting right next to the playground. So if some dogs start barking or kids start playing, you'll know that's where I am. But today I wanted to start with one of the most important things for us as a church, as Meadows Church. And that's relationships that we're going to be learning and growing in through our small groups. So if you've seen anything about us or heard anything about us, checked out our website. You know that we're a new church coming to the area. We're not going to be launching services until this fall at some point in 2021. But as we build towards that, what we've already started is small groups. Groups that meet in homes where we can build relationships with one another, get to know one another, really as we build what the church will be, what the church will become. And so we've got two co-ed groups. We've got a ladies group and a men's group, all going right here in Castle Rock. And so if you've got questions about any of that, certainly reach out to us, respond here, check out our website. We would love to get connected with you and to help you take some next steps. But the reason behind this, the reason behind why we do small groups isn't just because it's the cool thing to do, but it's in fact because this is what we believe how Jesus did his ministry. It's how Jesus walked his day in and day out, each day of his life, with his disciples in relationship. And he could have spent a lot of time perhaps preaching more great sermons and going to bigger cities, doing things like that. But in fact, we see that Jesus spent most of his time, almost all of his time, with 12 guys, with his disciples, walking with them, talking with them, debriefing, helping perform miracles alongside them, showing them what it means to follow him, what it's all about, eating together, laughing together, crying together. They were in relationship. And so for us as a church, it's super important that we are in relationship with one another because we believe that's how disciples of Jesus are made, because he showed us. And so there's a very important scripture that comes to mind for me that I want to quote, just one verse that kind of helps encapsulate what our small groups are all about. And it's found in the Old Testament in the book of Proverbs, in Proverbs 20, verse 5. It says, "The purpose of a man's heart is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out." A purpose of a man's heart is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. That obviously goes for you ladies as well. A person's purpose is deep within their heart, but a person's with deep understanding will draw that out. You see, at small group, we all come in with different scenarios in our life, with different things going on. We grew up, some of us in church, some of us not within church. Some of us believe in certain things because of parents or friends or just where we were born. And so there's so many things within our heart that make up who we are. Why we vote the way that we vote, why we believe the things that we believe, why we dress the way that we dress, how we parent our kids, or how the way we love our spouse, maybe why we're married in the first place or divorced. All the things that go on in our lives, there's so much depth in our hearts. And so when we come into a relationship like we're trying to have at our small groups, there's so much depth that comes with us of why we are the way that we are. And I think if I'm speaking honestly for today's culture, too quickly we are judgmental. Too quickly we dismiss someone for what they believe, maybe what color they vote for, red or blue, whether they grew up in church or not, what they believe about the Bible. We are quick to judge. And so what we want to do, what we want to be as a church is people that can listen well. It's actually one of the guidelines in our small group. If you come, you'll hear about that. We're going to be a group, we want to be people that listen well. Listen for the purpose of understanding. See, we all have so many things in our hearts that make up who we are, that help display and help us understand who we are. And as a people, we want to be known for loving one another, and it's hard to do that if we don't start with listening. So we want to be a place where you can come and share what makes up your heart, what makes your heart beat, what your passions are, and we want to hear you. We want to listen to you, because that's going to help us understand who you are and why you think the way that you do. And when we get to that place for one another, we're able to love each other well, which is what Jesus asked us to do. And it's what Meadows Church wants to be known for in this area, that we love people well. See, Jesus said that his disciples would be known for their love. And perhaps you're looking at the church today in America or around the globe, and you think, man, that's not what the church is known for at all. Certainly they're no more for judgment or their rules or being hypocritical, and I might tend to agree. But what Jesus had in mind, what Jesus thought we should be known for, his idea was that we would be known for our love. And so at Meadows Church, our vision is that we're following Jesus together. And so because of that, we want to be known for our love. And love starts with a place where you can listen to someone, hear their story. So you're welcome to come join us at small group. I would certainly love to have you, whether you grew up in church, whether you believe in the Bible, whatever your belief system might be, you're welcome to come in, and we want to hear what you have to say. And we're going to always look to Scripture, look to Jesus to be our baseline of understanding. But he tells us first to start with listening and to start with loving. And so that's what we're going to do. So this is our first A Word for Wednesday. I hope it's been encouragement to you. If you have more questions about the church, about what I've said today, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can leave a comment below. Check out our website at meadowschurch.com, and we'll hope to see you soon. Thanks so much.